In the past, I've had a lot of students ask me about how to get better at rhythm in general. I started with drums around age 11. That was my main focus all through high school, college. But I did pick up guitar at 17, and I've been trying to do both ever since. I can't speak for all drummers out there, but generally when you start out, you take a look at each rhythmic value, quarter notes, eighth notes, sixteenths, dotted rhythms, triplets, and you try to explore all the different possibilities of combinations of notes and rests. And that can be kind of tedious. So what I've tried to do here is we're going to start that same way with quarter notes, but I've made a little backing track that'll hopefully help make this process a little more fun and put this into some sort of musical context for you. First, I want to address the total beginners out there, and then I'll have some tips for any of you intermediate to advanced players that might be interested in brushing up on these basics. First, let's talk about the beat. The beat of the song is the thing that makes you want to nod your head or tap your foot. They usually occur in groups of even numbers. Typically it's 4 beats a measure, and we assign each beat a value. For a time signature like 4/4, the top number is how many beats are in each measure, and the bottom number is the type of note that we are assigning to each of those beats. For each measure, we need to count to 4 over and over again, and it's important that you count out loud in these early stages. Next, we will introduce strategically placed quarter note rests and try to explore all the different combinations of quarter notes and quarter note rests. You're going to need the following equipment and basic abilities. Number 1, a guitar tuned to standard. For this exercise, at least a guitar with the first 3 strings on it. You're also going to want an amp, and an amp with a distortion is going to make this way more fun. You're also going to need to be able to chug or palm mute on that low E or low E power chord. So if you're just aiming for the low E here, all downstrokes, just 1 string, and we're palm muting. We're using this sort of meaty part of our hand, placing it right near the bridge here to sort of mute that string a little bit so it's not just ringing open. And if you want, you can grab frets 2 on the A and the D string here. So 0, 2, 2. If you want to chug across all 3 of those strings for a heavier sound. Now for you more advanced players out there, here's what I'd like you to do. We're only doing quarter notes, so we're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But to make this a little more fun, a little more interesting, and give it a little more feel, on 1 and 3, you're going to be hitting that full power chord. And on 2 and 4, you're just going to be hitting that single low E. So it's going to go. It's going to give it a little more feel, a little more groove if you sort of alternate between those 2 different articulations. I'm going to play through this thing first so you have an idea of what it's supposed to sound like, how it's supposed to go, and then it'll be your turn. I'm separating this video into chapters, so the play along without any guitar parts is going to be the last chapter, and you can just rewind that and play it over and over again until you get this thing down.
Excellent. 15. Long time. Can you explain the removal of your user account on June 23rd, 1973?
Your turn. Here comes the backing track, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope you get some use out of it, and in the future I will be releasing more of these, and we're going to just try to gradually build up our rhythmic vocabulary until we've gotten to a place where we can play some complex stuff or whatever your imagination can come up with. So thanks for watching. See you next time.
Excellent. 15. Long time. Can you explain the removal of your user account on June 23rd, 1973?